Here I'm going to demonstrate what it means to have collision on or off in Cybalounge. Um, the collision means that you as an avatar can collide with something, and it will act like it's a solid object. This is a physics property, and if it's off, well, let's see. This is what happens when my feet collide with the panel here, um, they go right through. In OpenSim or Second Life, this is called phantom. And yes, those are just phantom things that you see, but they don't have any solidity. I can walk right through this object here, this box that I intended to stand on. Now let's try it with collision on. Now, of course, these objects have been set so that they show collision if collision is on. And the reason collision is sometimes, you might want to turn it off is, well, for one thing, collision, it does use up resources. So it would, if you have a lot of things going on in your place, it would not, you would not might not want collision on because it might slow things down. But at the moment I want collision on. So if you look up at the top left, I see a little bit of an object, a button, which is actually a wall, and it seems to be it looks like it has fire coming out of it, but I'm not quite sure that may. I click on it and I turn collision on. Now what happens when I turn collision on? My feet don't sink into the panel. I stand on it, and I don't sink into the panel here either. I stand on it. So this is one of the features that we get from physics, and obviously this arrangement allows me to use one panel, one prim, to make a stairway. Well, it's just a slanted panel, but I can put a texture on it and make it look sort of like a stairway. So that is one of the features that I use, and everyone will want to use, I think, in building in Cybalounge. Here is another demonstration of the use of physics in Cybalounge. This is a constructed demonstration, and it actually demonstrates the effect of physics, and is somewhat the kind of thing that might be used in, well, perhaps seventh grade physics or science class. And let me show you what it is. Now, note that I do have collision turned on, and I have the object, the box reset to the proper place, and the green button is going to make it act. And you'll notice that I have done something tricky here. I've slowed down all the motion because I slowed down using much less gravity. So this is probably a lot closer to the moon's gravity than to the Earth's gravity. And you see that the advantage is this allows you to see everything happening because it happens slowly enough so you can follow it. Now I can reset this with the red button, and notice it resets immediately. And now I will demonstrate again what happens, and watch closely now. Slowly the ball falls, slowly it rolls down the plane, and then it slowly hits the pins. Now I notice that it actually, you'll notice the pins keep moving around for a while because, again, everything is working sort of in slow motion, as it does on the moon. I'm sure you will recall the images videos from moon activities. Now let's reset it again, and I'll do it again. And you can watch the objects, the pins move around. It hits one pin, you see that it hits a couple of other pins, and it leaves. Now I think it may be a little bit, it may need a little bit of tinkering with, because that one yellow pin keeps standing up, and I have a hunch that that's not the way it would work in a real physics demonstration. Sometimes it would stand up and sometimes it wouldn't. Of course, if the demonstration were here on Earth, as I would expect, it would happen a lot faster. There would be more energy, and perhaps the yellow pin would always fall down. Okay, that demonstrates the kind of thing that we can do in physics, in demonstrating physics, simple elementary physics events in Cybalounge. This particular arrangement would probably only be used for a physics demonstration, because we perhaps don't have perhaps in a physics class or science class, elementary, and it is elementary physics, so it would not be of much interest at the college level or even the high school level, I think. Well, high school level, it might be of interest because high schoolers might be learning how to use this kind of place. So this, at any rate, demonstrates all that we can, the things we have now come to be able to do with the addition of physics in Cybalounge.